Okay, welcome back to another day, and we're going to continue over the jobs. And I feel like I've done most of the good job for the three. For job two, I need to do job three. There's also the mercenary hub. Let's confirm that I am done job two. Bunch of metal. The info broker goes on quite a smaller end. Iron. Okay. Cool. But isn't my focus, maybe? Hmm. The final street is to your past the forest over here instead. It's probably best if you take a more hidden path, like through the trees or mountains. Or if you want to actually any trees around it if you want to make it. You might come across the whole army on the way. But you might come across the whole army on the way anyway. So not unlikely that the royal with that crest could be the one leading the army. So you need to go here, as this is where I've been hearing is their command center. Which is metals. Yeah, bring his head. What else is there? Is this really what how this conversation would end? How would the conversation end? Here, got it. Go through the mountains, forest. How do I block the player from getting to that area? Okay. Uh, there's a possibility that I allow them to get to the area, but they don't really have a specific goal. So they don't actually know who they need to kill. Plus, the area could be very difficult. Um, there's also the option of giving them access to the mansion of this guy who really isn't, he's just not there. And so the military could be led further up, so you'd have to actually go forwards to the mansion and backtrack backwards. Though that backtracking wouldn't be very. But it would be safer to go back either through the mountains or south. So they can go either north or south to wrap around, but as I go straight through the east, it's a full-on army. You know, I think I like that way. And then I make the path a little bit more hidden for the players when they want to go left again from the mansion. It'd be more so from the mansion entrance, probably. Or there's a side door that just goes to the mountains. If I think of the mansion of a four-layered floor, or sorry, a four-roomed floor, which actually it could be three, because they don't need the back one. It might even be two, because I just need the sides and the front door. Though the back could also just exist for something. So two or three rooms are really needed for entrances and exits of the mansion area, which is an option. Um, Forest or mountains. Uh, sneak, sneak up behind them. Okay. Go to the mountains or the forest and sneak up behind them. I'm gonna south the mountains, north, 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 south, or south area. Sneak up behind them. I tried to give them an optional area to go into the mansion, which it's more work than it needs to be. So if I just give it a connecting point that goes up and down, and then to the left as well. Or do I do it to the right? And like, it's hard to get past because of something. Um, so you avoid the middle area, because that's just where the army actually is. It's like the farther right middle area. So then, how do I lay it out as well? Uh, oh, sorry, it's not lay it out. What's the barrier to entry to get to the military base? What is the thing preventing them that they can't do it until they have done the library quest? It can be a key ability learned at the library that is required to progress and finish the game. This could be the only key ability that's actually required. And so, game progression, explosive down slash on up quarter circle down, and it's like double jump, maybe. Double jump and dash seem okay. More stronger explosives. Break through a wall that's set up. You break through a wall. You will alert the enemy that you're there. You'll have to fight a few army people on the way to the main camp. Um, though that also may give them time to evacuate, which makes it more annoying to use that as an option. Additionally, they probably just spot you on the way in. I could make it so that if the player is speedrunning, they can skip all the enemies and go straight for the boss slash the chariot that the royal would actually use. Because the royal would actually be like a genuine commander or something. So let's go to settings. Understanding of city, forest, kids, independent military post. This we will highlight. Royal Mansion. Royal Mansion. Only if player fights a lot in military post. Okay, now that we have that a little bit more defined, we need to get to through the military post. To get to the military post, I don't want to set up the terrain. I have mountains in the north, swamp in the south. Swamp in the south could come up through a cave. Mountains in the north could be a little bit of an elevated drop. Sure, but how do I get through? You would probably block some border crossings, maybe, and then you could just break that down with stronger explosives. Okay, so what is the barrier? The Metroidvania type barrier. Double dash. If I'm using double jump and I'm coming from a mountainous area, double jump allows for the vertical motion, the vertical way up. Double jump allows verticality. Dash allows decent. If they're sneaking to the military base, a double jump and dash would be perfect for going over a large gap that is crossable by bridge most of the time, normally. Okay. Mm, okay, so game progression, type this as library upgrade. Right? Or wrong? Well, you're mandatory. You are required to be to go talk to the witch in the first job. In the second one, I can require you to go back to her to learn the double jump and the dash. And she library upgrade via forests, which via forest switch, trading a book or something. With that, I am okay. Job descriptions in Mercenary Hub. The script part, let me add a new note. Final section. Okay. Requiring complete mission. Complete job 1. Job 2. Unlock double jump plus dash. Job 1, job 2. Unlock double jump plus dash. Unlock double jump and dash. I could give the player a level system, which do I want to do that? Is that even a good idea? Because it might be a bit annoying to code. Okay, apparently OBS disconnected as well. I did just need to mute myself for a little bit, but I did not expect that to happen. Okay, so final section, simply beat the game at this point, essentially. Don't trick me with that. Oh, alright. So requirements, you're gonna need job 1 done, job 2 done. I'll put a quotation mark here because it's like, do you really need it if you're, well, I kind of heard this describe them as hard requirements because you do job 1, yeah, go talk to the witch. Final section, double jump and dash. This is one ability. Okay. Player enters. Player goes to edge of map by one of 3 ways, 2 of which are actually practical. Those 3 ways being from the mountains, from the south area, or through 1,000 military soldiers. From the mountains, from the south area, or through 1,000 military soldiers. This is a thing that I may have as like an optional challenge. Defeat the army. You don't have to do it, but you could try. And I'm making sure it's very difficult because it's 1,000 people. It's like what are you doing? You're not reasonably going to be able to do that. All right. Okay. Is to cross that big gap. plus air dash. Do I even have the ability to double jump and air dash? I think so. Okay. Alright. Then, once we get to the location, player name into military base to try to get to the command center in Royale with B and to kill them. Okay. Center with B to kill them. But if spotted, a timer is set for them to get there before they can leave. And that's the regular run would be to kill them, and it would have spotted the timer is set for them to get there before they can leave. Once player reaches the command center, then they are forced to fight the guard. No, not forced to fight the guard. Enter. They this needs a statement. Okay. Tab. I know 1, 2, 3. If player if timer expired, then the player doesn't find the military royale and must head to their estate. If player arrives, they fight the final boss and try to fight the final boss. And try to kill the royale once they win. Okay. Okay. Alright, then timer set for them to get there before they can move. Don't find the royal to their estate. Get the main boss and fight the final boss there. boss there. Alright, so now this is the assumption that they're in the mansion, or going to the mansion. After failing to reach the command center, um, if spotted, a timer starts based on distance from area. Based on distance. Timer starts to get there before the Royale can leave. Starts forcing the player to bring each of the Royale before they can leave. Uh, mm, the game is mostly done. Okay. After failing to reach the command center, then implies that this also. Where the hell did it go? No. That shouldn't be the case. This should be like this. Why does this imply there's another layer to it? There we go. I, I really don't get this. What the hell is happening? Okay, it's 1, 2, 3. Cool. 1, 2, 3. Right. Backspace here. No, it's not allowed. Okay. It's so weird. Mm, there we go. That fixes it. Invite boss. There. Okay. After failing to reach the command center on time, there, there must head east to the state of the Royale Canyon and will face military as well as a lot of civilians. Okay. Do they need another ability? Yeah, they can just find the keys. Um, Timer expired. Final boss there, and conveniently found the keys to the estate or that were forgotten. They don't really need to talk with anyone because they're literally just murdering. Um, okay. Um, once they reach state, there opens the door, is greeted by a servant. And then is confused. Servant. Um, is there no servant? What? Okay. Player. Move. Or die. Hmm. Tough one. Boom. Wow. Okay. Okay. Servants. Runs. Do they run in or out? They run, but in which direction? Run into the building or run out? If they run in, the player jumps in and kills them. If they run out, then the player just leaves them alone. It would be their choice, which means I could set it. Um, I guess the serpent runs out. Player could kill. Anyway, until they leave. In that case, if if player kills anyway, player no survivors. At some point, the player, I want them to say player. I'm doing not it's keep back. Lives you taken. Or something along this line, these lines. Self-justification that they're doing the correct thing because they were wronged and harmed by the factors of the opponent of the royal. Okay. I didn't have a snip, so I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for coming if you did. Bye bye.